So today we might do some pranayama until the others join and then move into the practice. So whatever that practice has meant for you, it's very important that you bring the right intention, whether the intention why you want to heal, intention of why would you think about having some extra funds, the intention to have a relationship with a person that you no longer feel like it's distancing. So after looking at certain text messages and emails and conversations, I realized it was not lacking of the general part of it, but it was lacking the intention. I wanted to have a relationship with my in-laws so that it makes better for me. I don't have to deal with it. So you have to see these subtle patterns of your ego entering into doing something great, but the intention is not really there. Intention to forgiveness, intention to let go of anger and see where we have really stored this anger. Normally we store the anger normally on the abdominal area. So today's practice is we are going into these subtle areas and just observing and doing a cleansing ritual through the breath and the movement work. So the practice is psychosomatic, but we really don't take things personally, because personally means your personality is still there, lingering, and then you want a little bit of manipulation. So the intention change at that very moment. Whatever, you can't lie to the space of the spirit. It sees right through it. That means it's not somewhere else, it's in you. So be quiet. You maybe get caught in off guard. So just observe very gently through it. So we are going to do some breathing. So we do a gentle breathing in and expand into the heart and breathe out through the nostrils, but you can also open the mouth. But I highly suggest nostrils are better for the breathing. And then we will go into in breath and out breath. And then we will change that in two breaths and out in one breath. So the first is in and gently out. So expand the belly and bring it into the heart. Then it's in and out. Then it's in and out. Okay. I think the Rebecca and Des want to join this up. So gently, after setting the intention to something that is quite for you, and not go to the deception of I shall have that holiday, world will be better, everyone will shall, but the wealth and the currency is high, dash is in the present moment. So do not sacrifice the present moment. If you cannot have the present moment, you will not have a future. And as soon as you're stressed, that is just you're out of alignment with the present moment. So saying that, gently finding that space for your breathing, pranayama, shoulders relax, and gently shoulders roll back and open up the space of the heart. Now very gently, hi Jordan. Now very gently take a deep breath into the belly, into the heart, and breathe out. Breathing in and 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 out. Now breathe in and out. 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 Now breathe in and out. 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 Now breathe in and out. Now very gently lock the anus, lock the navel, lock the throat, and very gently allow the energy through the chakras to rise into the space of the heart, third eye, and the Sahasrara to the crown. Just coming into a space that you are not identifying yourself, just the space of the energy, and just gathering that energy that has come back into the space of home. Very gently pull the belly in and hold those bandhas. Now very gently breathe out. Release the bandhas. And there's no more breathing. You're just taking a rest from the breathing. Just for a minute. Now very gently gathering that energy into the space of creating the intention into your practice. Why you need the change. And it is a genuine intention is there. Whether it's a manifestation to the health, to the wealth, or to the well-being. Now breathing in and breath out. Now I'll do the second repetition. So breathing into the belly, into the heart. Now in, out. Now breathe in and out. In breath, push the tongue onto the upper palate. Pull the belly in, navel in, subtly throat. Very gently releasing all the breath back to the tailbone. Now no bandhas, just holding that space without taking a rest from the breath. It's easy if the tongue is pushed onto the roof of the palate and you come into the space of the third eye. and allow the body to attend into what it needs to attend. Just become the witness of the mind and the body, and that you have an intention to rest from the breath. Breathing in and breath out. Shoulders relax and just open. Now the third sequence of the breath, I will allow you to do it with your own timing, because otherwise breath work takes about half an hour. So please do 3 repetitions of this breath work. Now I will move the camera towards the Darren. Shoulders relax and just open. Or while the camera is moving, you can just attend to another cycle of breath. Now shoulders relax and gently allow the chest to be open. Observe very gently the space that you are holding by releasing the tension. So this space is given to you just to observe the inhibiting your intimate relationships. Are you at this very moment observing the wounds and the worries that as a weight that holding you to move into the present moment, not even move into the forward? Just allow the inquiry of the mind come into the place. How do you feel like things are not how they are meant to be in life, meant to be in the relationship, meant to be in the wealth, meant to be in the well-being? Now, very gently, I want you to observe any part of the body that you're holding, any anger, resentment, hurt, into any relationship with the world, relationship with yourself, relationship with your health, relationship with your sisters, brothers, mothers, father, neighbor. Just observe. Or are you a person at this very moment going to work on when the things comes into a stage of out of control, erupts? Or you are a person who self-sabotage yourself, bringing the same excuse. So let the practice begin. Palms onto the Namaskar position. Take a deep breath in and soften your heart. And take a gentle Om as the gentle, honest path, and create that intention. Breathing in and chanting a single Om. Giving yourself that time and space to go truly into the areas that's difficult to express, areas that you don't have a relationship with. Internal is a representation of the external. Now take a deep breath in, pull the belly in very gently on the out breath and twist the spine to the right. The idea is there is a corset of holding, but opening up the chest. Extend that right arm and stretch and overlooking to the right side, overlooking Now really get those straps, release its tension, and allow the body to express the intention, how you like to be treated. Allow the body to release that tension that it has been holding and treated badly. Breath in, back to the center. Our shoulders relax and take the leg formation. And now take a deep breath in. Now, at this very moment, you are very connected to the breath after your pranayama. Now, shoulders relax, take a deep breath in and breath out, and pull the belly in, firmly in. Keep the extension of the spine properly and twisting the spine to the left side. Now, see in this space what you're holding, the vulnerability, the trust. Or maybe for you, it's all protecting your ego or the pride. Or this might be your overly having boundaries to protect your ego. So take a moment, what is and what isn't for you. And very gently coming back into the center. Now shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back, massage the back of the skull. Take another deep breath in, shrug the shoulders and open up and close the mouth widely and releasing the tension that you're holding on the jaws. You're chewing into your anger. You're chewing into your frustration and affected those areas of the jaw, the teeth, the tongue. Chin to the chest, completely breathe out into a seated cat. Now, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Now, very gently bringing that opportunity, intention, just to observe the new and the moment of the creation, the moment of the nobleness, grace, breathing in tongue roll up onto the upper palate energy, gaze onto the third eye, into a seated cow. Very gently allow your third eye to flourish, the understanding beyond a mind and a body. Breathe out, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock into a seated cat. Breathing in tongue, roll up onto the upper palate energy, gazing onto the third eye. Connecting into your space of the third eye, let it flourish. Let the patterns of new, the patterns of noble, patterns of graciousness, patterns of expressing the space truly. Now breath very gently, relax. Now very gently coming into the front of the mat, releasing any further tension. If you're back of the mat, comfortably. Now inhale deeply and exhale several times to create yourself into that moment. Now very gently, stretching the left leg back. Shoulders relax and chest open. Shoulders roll back now very gently. Once you stretch the left leg, drop the elbows onto the floor. Shoulders roll back and create the space of the spine, and very gently tune into your feeling, into the posture, and very gently releasing the tension of that arm, whether it's the irritation for you. It can be something, someone. Allowing these feelings not to no longer control the state of your being, or even to, in fact, dictate your vocabulary, the words comes out of you, dictate your actions, dictate your relationship with the food, with the people, to the environment. Now take a deep breath in and very gently drop the whole arms onto the floor, palms facing up. Take some moment to see under the armpit if there is still the residue of these irritations are there. Because where there's irritations, the water tend to sit on those areas. A tiny swelling, retention of water, retention of air in imbalance. So take a moment. Also part of the lymphatics. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back. Shoulders relax, chest open. Now allow the in and the out breath in this posture, releasing any negative feelings and unspoken things. That energy within you transform into a cathartic movement through your movement of the posture. But in breath also bringing the playfulness, a creative expression. Now very gently into a plank, stronger on the pelvic floor. Now very gently left knee onto the floor. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Now take a deep breath in, being there. Try to turn the right shoulder, right hip, and also keeping that process of the alignment, taking the breath into the reflection of what is bothering you while you're in the posture. Right, very gently reaching into the back, touch the floor. Right knee onto the floor, completely breathe out into the space of the cat. Anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Breathing in into a cow, shoulders drop, chest open, roll the shoulders back. Breathe out into the cat, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Breathing in into a cow, shoulders relax. Into a neutral spine, left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Clench and unclench, release any tension. Otherwise, those things are come into arthritis, rheumatoid. Left reaching into the back under the armpit of the right. Shoulder blade completely drop. Allow the reflection of what is there in store. Have an open communication with your breath, body, and your mind. This is the only way you can grow, because this is the only way you can dilute your ego and also use your practice very gently and positively, consciously, applying like a balm into the space of the wound that you have learned the lesson. Once you have worked with that, Take a deep breath in and breath out and discard that space that you have worked with. Do what is feel correct for you, okay? Now very gently coming back. Now give a good rotation to the hips and allow your digestion to work as the energy moving into the digestion. Wider rotation onto the both side. Breathing in. Allow the breath out to release any tension. Now take a deep breath in. Push the hips into the front. Breath out. Stretch the spine into the back. Palm facing up. Allow the breath and the sound of the breath penetrate deeply and soften the areas that is quite dense for you. It can be an old feeling that doesn't want to change. It can be an old memory that you think that if you hold on to it, it might give you a profit in the future. So whatever the vision that is coming up for you, observe as they surface. Allow them to pass without your judgmental mind, without lingering and clinging into it. Whatever comes up for you, don't search for it. Palms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest onto the floor. Try to do the crawling properly because it works on the tailbone and the spine. And now drop the hips. Breathing in, soften the hips. Soften the hips, breathing in into a gentle cobra. So gentle cobra can be elbows on the floor, expressing the space of the heart in gentle. Bring that space of the face, the forehead. Very gently allow that breath out to release any tension of residue of the anger, the sickness. And allow the posture and the breath and the sound to open up. And very gently allow the breath to warm this flowing freely between those spaces of the mind and the body. Overlooking onto the left side. Breathing in back into the center, overlooking onto the right side. Breath in back into the center. And relax the third eye onto the floor. So it's great to revisit this class once it's on the line and have this happening for you for a week or two until you come into the next phase of the class. Now very gently, palms onto the chest level, onto the knees, and very gently stretch the spine into the back. And from there, you're moving into the down face. So lift up onto the toes, bending both knees, and bring the lower ribs onto the knees. Stretch those fingers properly and space created. Now very gently, left foot into the front onto the pigeon pose. Shoulders roll back. Now take a deep breath in and very gently drop the elbows, releasing the tension. Clench and unclench those fingers to see whether there's any tension still lingering as a residue. Now take a deep. Very gently bring that future-oriented mind, future-oriented poisonous part. It's a drug when you are totally future-oriented only, because it always says that you're lacking of something and your greatness, healing, all is in the future. Future only belongs to a person who has the present moment. Because when future happens, it's also present moment. Now take a deep breath in and coming into a plank, stronger. Now right knee onto the floor. Left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Clench and unclench. Open up, keep the breathing happening. Do not sacrifice the moment to have a future. This is all conditioning. Left reaching into the back, touch the floor. Drop the knees. Completely breathe out into the space of the cat. Anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Drop the belly, breathing in into a cow. Tongue roll up onto the upper palate. Breathe out. Breathing in. Neutral spine. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Under the armpit. Drop. Release the tension of all these sacrifices that you have done as not create a subtle revenge on you, because you have missed on all your moments. Because parents do with the children, children do with parents. I sacrifice for you. Remember well, I have sacrificed my life, my youth, my marriage, my health. Where is this unconscious behavior has creep into you? This is not just today, this is generation sacrifices for another. And if you don't do that and follow the rest, they say you are disrespectful. So very gently releasing this armor that you're holding on. Sometimes being content and being happy and doing a practice like this looks like selfish, isn't it? But it's not. How good can you be if you cannot be good to yourself? And if you're sacrificing and if you're unhappy, unhappy person only create unhappiness around it, around the health, around the relationship, around the wealth. Consciously don't pinpoint at anything, just this is a reminder to look at it. Now breathing in very gently, coming back, shoulders relax into a very gently stretch the spine into the back. Shoulders relax. I have seen a lot of people in palliative and in aged care A lot of people cannot find forgiveness because they feel like their life has been destroyed. Because they always say they have sacrificed this or that. So selflessly, there is a part of selfishness in a common understanding when you practice and come into that special space of taking care of yourself. Out of that care, you will have care for the others. Now, very gently, arms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Breathing in, authentically coming into that space of the up face. Just taking a posture that authentically, that you release that there's no revenge on anything or anybody, nobody. And releasing the grudge out of the breath into the down face. Now this is a loving body. Now this is a loving moment. We'll lift up onto the toes, bringing your lower ribs onto the knees. Stretch the back of the upper body properly. Head down, neck down, totally relax. Now take a deep breath in. Left leg up into the back. Give a good rotation to the left foot. Left knee to the left chest, breathe out. Breathing is stretch back. Left knee to the left elbow, breathe out. Stretch back. Left knee to the right elbow, breathe out. Stretch back. Left foot into the front. Arms stretch into the back. Arms rest onto the crown. 6 deep cycles of breath. Out breath, realizing and releasing the space of this lovingness, space of this compassion. So the opposite to that is releasing. Breathing in that kindness. Breathing out, bathing in that space of that kindness into the space of sharing. Breathe in and release and breathe out the grudge against the world, against the health, against the political parties, against this, against that. Breathing in palms onto the namaskar position. Very gently allow that understanding to resonate. Whether it's your breath, whether you're looking into the space of the nature. Allow all yourselves to shine for themselves. They don't sacrifice for one another. The whole existence shine selflessly, but without that sacrifice. Now very gently coming into the Virabhadrasana from that understanding. Take a mudra to represent and remind you now drop all the thinkings, drop all the fixing, and take that great holiday right now, right? That rest. Don't say shall. Future is meaningless and it's a trick in the mind to console. What you don't have right now, you shall not have in the future. You have to have the feeling of you are greatly having that gratitude. gentle arch. Breathing in very gently, coming back, elbow onto the knee. Now, either you can do this posture or you can go into the Trikonasana. If you cannot go to the Trikonasana, just stretch the left arm onto the floor, keep the knee bent, right arm reaching up. Now, what you're doing is in here, you're breathing through the right nostril into the third eye, and you're breathing out through the left nostril. So your highest point is the right middle finger. So you can breathing in from that space into the space of the third eye and breathe out and ground your energy, anchor your energy into the moment. Breathing in through the left nostril. Now don't be heavy on the posture. Don't stress on the posture. That means out of the alignment, right? Reaching into the back, touch the floor. Now bend the knee and do a Paravita pose. Left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Now breathing in, looking up, in through those left nostril or in that finger on the left, into the third eye, out through the right, into the right. Allow the force that has destroyed the posture, the breathing, the health, the finances, relationship. So you are no longer bribing your mind about a future, restricting. You're just enjoying the benefits in this very moment. Left reaching into the back touch. Take a deep breath in, shoulders roll back, lift up the head into a plank. Stronger on the pelvic floor. Breathing into a lower plank or Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing into an up face. Shoulders roll back. Breathe out towards the down face. Move to that down face authentically. Bring the posture into the nature of the down face. Take care of your happiness. Take care of your rest. Take care of your breath. Take care of your consciousness. It will simply surprise the practice. Right leg up into the back, rotation to the right foot. Right knee to the right, just breathe out. Stretch back. Right knee to the right elbow, breathe out properly. Breathing in, stretch back. Right knee to the left elbow, breathe out. Pull the belly in. Stretch back, breathing. Right foot into the front. Soften the foot, understand. Arms stretching to the back, arms rest onto the ground. Extension without force, extension without hold. Extension as an ocean of contentment. 6 deep cycles of breath. Breathe out the misery that you are bathing all around. Breathe out the penetration of that misery that in your being. Breathing in palms onto the pranam position. Opening up into the Virabhadrasana. Take a mudra. Releasing the tension of the guilt. Gentle arch. Breathing into the center, elbow onto the knee. Deepen on the whole. Remember that space of the whole, not the part of the mind or the body. Now, either you can take a trikonasana or bend the knee wherever you are. Breathing in through the left nostril, into the third eye, out through the right. Whatever possible. Beautiful moments of breath, crashing into the space of a body, through the space of the ocean, into the space of the island, from the island into the space of the ocean. Left reaching into the back, touch the floor. Now, bend the knee if you're in a trikonasana. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling, Paravita pose. Take that deep breath from the right side into the space of the third eye, out through the. Breathing in, I'm grateful. Breathe out, releasing that great difficulty. Whatever you are, right, reaching into the back, touch the floor. Very gently into a plank, lower plank, up face. Breathing in, breathe out, down face. Breathing into a plank, lower plank, up face, down face. Breathe out, breathing into a plank, lower plank, up face, down face. Breathing in into a plank, lower plank, up face, down face. Now very gently walk those palms into the back. Keep your knees bent, holding onto the opposite elbows. Head down, neck down, releasing the tension, holding onto the back of the neck, and give a good massage to the back of the neck, releasing any tension. Releasing the tension. Releasing the tension that you are kicking within yourself. Releasing the tension that your body is screaming at. Releasing the contamination that you have stored. Now, when you have done that, very gently move the arms side to side, releasing further tension. Present moment is all that you have. Use it intelligently. Don't be deceived by anything being promised in the future. Now take a deep breath in and palms under the feet, palms facing up, feet of course facing down. Now take a deep breath in, bend the knee and breathe out and bring the head closer to the below the knees, and push the bum up. Don't force it. Take a moment. Now very gently take a deep breath in and release the palms. Now feet mat width apart, bend the knees and sitting deeper, palms onto the namaskar position. This is very good for the bowels, for the constipation, releasing further tension. Unlived moment cannot lead you anywhere. Unlived moments cannot bring you health, relationships, wealth. So you have to have a momentarily a practice every moment that you're living. That is your golden opportunity. Now very gently release any further tension that absolutely rule and govern your digestion, bladder, spleen. Now very gently take a deep breath in. Palms onto the floor into the back. And drop the bum onto the floor. Stretch the legs into the front. Give a good rotation to the feet. Now bend the knees slightly, feet mat width apart. Pull the buttocks out. Arms raise onto the crown. Rolling forward. Rolling forward. Consciously bring all those lifetime that you have spent having a future but not having a single moment. That your life has unconsciously, in madness, in nightmares. Now very gently take a deep breath in, lengthening the upper body into the front. Very gently coming back, palms onto the floor. Lift up the hips, toes pointing onto the floor. Hips lift up, breathe, open the throat, open the chest. Absolute rest in this posture. Very gently coming down, knees to the chest, completely breathe out. Breathing in, arms rest onto the ground, feet stretch up. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Coming onto a seated position. Switch the palm to the right, onto the left, back to the center. Gently, that space that you have created, just observe. Shoulders relax, just open. Just the energy, not a personality meditating, not a person meditating. Everything is there, but not you. Presence of the sounds, presence of the breath, present of the moment. Your communication is with the moment. There is no need to getting your perspective across. Observe in your listening and feeling. The moment simply waits to communicate. Allow the breath to remind you about the gentleness. The moment is a reminder about the consideration, kindness. Keep this place of warmth and openness. Rise to the moment. Integrate to the moment. Naturally, you will find that you're releasing what isn't working. Without releasing the stiffness you carry. You are becoming aware of your thinking keeps you tied to what you're used to and prevent you from moving beyond. Limitation is there. Habitual loops are there. Now you're recognizing these things. Consciously breathe. Release furthermore tightness. It can be psychosomatic in your muscle, shoulder, arms, chest, stomach. Observe intestines, back, legs. Now you have recognized the impact you in the present is temporary. Stress that's impacting you in the present is temporary. Now you have an opportunity to do things today differently. You get to clean up, get rid of the hard rubbish, let go of the old. Finding new ways of behaving, thinking, perceiving life. If you are overworking yourself, cultivate more balanced attitude to life. Question how you can fit more of what your soul is yearning. Ask yourself, I'm going to leave the class. Ask yourself what truly matters. Arms very gently raised back to the crown, cleansing the aura, the space and the surrounding that you're taking temporary refuge with this body and the mind. Arms onto the Namaskar position in that self and its realization. Namaste. 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 I have to run to the bathroom. I may have to leave you guys because I need to run to the bathroom. So love to Sylvia, love to Maria, love to Rebecca, love to Death, love to Jordan, love to Liz. I was mindfully holding what was my nature calling. But now I have to run to the bathroom. All right, love you, big hugs. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.